Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm going to try and play Starsector today. We shall see how that goes. Hold on. Wow, just need some ambience, you know. Hello. Let me assemble Starsector. How are you all doing? Hope you're well. Thunderlight says I'm stuck in bed because my cat claimed my foot as his pillow. Well, that's nice, you can't move now. Noia says, what happened last time you tried it? Well, my history of Starsector, I think I say this at the start of every Starsector stream, but my history is that I really enjoyed it when it was called Starfarer a very long time ago, and it was only one system. And I don't think I've ever got into it as deep as that ever since. I played so much of it when it was just a one-star system demo. And I just never really got into it beyond that. I don't know, it just never really grabbed me quite the same. I think I played at least one run that went decently into like the past the early game, since it like expanded to an entire star sector. But I don't know, it's just never really grabbed me to stick around quite as long, I think. I think when I get into the game, it feels a little bit fiddly. Like, I think there's so much more to do now, but also there's so much more to do, you know? And it tends to... Maybe it overwhelms me a little bit. That could be part of it. And maybe I miss some of the ways the fighters were balanced before and stuff like that. I don't know. All I know is I've just never really stuck to it ever since. So I'm going to try again today. I actually have very few mods on today. Do I have one quite important one? Let me put this on the screen for everyone. I don't really have anything that changes the actual balance of the game, I think. I don't have any, like, faction mods or anything like that. I was just gonna double check. Literally the only mods I have on should be a couple of UI ones. And we'll see. I'm planning to play it RTS only. I'm planning to play it not flying the ship myself. Yeah, I've got console commands on. I've got larger zoom out. I've got... Oh, it actually shows you. There you go. That's funny. You can see what I've got on here. I've got these two UI mods. Well, this is more of a user experience mod. This is a UI mod. Libraries don't really count. And then I've got... This actually doesn't work, I think. Yeah, I don't actually need this. This can go off. Because that's covered by my RTS assist now. And then I have console commands as well. That's really all. And I just want to try and get back into the game a little bit. I really know nothing about how to play this game well. I don't think I felt like I've ever had to learn how to play this game well, if that makes sense. I've always just learned, like, the battles well. I've always learned how to just sort of play it cautiously, do the sandbox mercenary thing, play fishy, you know, like, eat smaller fish, avoid bigger fish. But in the battles, I don't think I ever really, like, got good at fighting the battles beyond just flying my wolf around. Grubtendy says, I get that. I've tried diving into the game multiple times, but bounced off hard just due to this strange feeling that comes from having to play as a commander versus RTS side. Yeah. Yeah, and I might be similar as well. I don't know. I don't know, because I think with Starsector, I always want to play the commander side, but I really only ever... I think I fall off at that point. I think I really only ever play through the wolf pack part of the game, the early game, where you're just flying a wolf around and maybe you loot more wolves and you have like 5 of them and you just do that. But whenever I go beyond that into like fleet commander mode, I think that's when I fall off. I don't know. I think it's because it kind of just starts to feel like everything's out of my control. And so it just becomes this very nebulous feeling, I think, of playing the game where I'm not even sure if I'm really playing it anymore. I'm just kind of there. But... Well, I still want to do it, though. You know, I still have my fill of wolf packing and want to do something else. It's not like the answer is just, well, just don't do that, because I do want to do that. Otherwise, the game's just kind of over for me at that point anyway. Rick says, I exclusively play it as building fleets for auto control. I never learned how to pilot properly in many full runs. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Joe Bob says 3/4 of the game is building your ships. Yeah, I think that's true too, and I guess that's fine. Um, that's always been my experience with the fleet building as well. It's mostly about how you build your ships. And I think the 1/4 of the game is smuggling. I think the problem I had at that point was just like the feeling of you set up your nice fleet and then like just die randomly and you have no control over it. Well, anyway, so today one of the mods I've got on is actually a very interesting mod that adds really well-defined RTS control. And that's controversial in Starsector, because Starsector as a design, the dev has always tried to avoid literally making it into an RTS, because I think in the dev's opinion, it wouldn't be fun in this game to do that, at least to him, or at least as the purpose for the way he wants the game to be. So he's tried to avoid it being a full-on RTS and just keep that control limited for that reason. But I don't know, I think it's always been the part that interests me beyond just a wolf pack in this game. So we'll see if the mod really... It's a very cool mod, I've tested it. It's extremely cool, but we'll see if playing with this mod on actually makes it more fun for me or not. That's the thing. Very cool mod though, very, very cool. So... let's, I think, try another, or try to get into a run. So... must pick my name, must pick my outfit. Perfect. Let's go for a small sector. In games these days, I tend to want less of a map because I want to focus the experience more rather than having like a big map that I feel like I never end up exploring. Iron mode. You can't quit without saving or load a save while still in the game. In other words, no do-overs. I feel like I don't need these things anymore. I'll just bronze man them. We still won't reload, but I like to have it this way for bugs. The wolf start is the start, I think. Always start of the wolf class frigate. It's what I enjoy the most. I think one thing with this game, like a lot of these sandbox mercenary games, is I like to start from very little in Starsector. Because otherwise, if you throw me in with like 6 ships, I'm not going to have a connection to how they're outfitted, and it's going to feel like too much of a chore to get that connection immediately, you know? Kind of front loads the customization too much. I can pick from a kite shuttle or a shepherd drone tender. Its true value lies in a generous cargo hold and numerous salvaging. Okay, boom. Yeah. Normal. I do not want the tutorial. Thank you. And start with the one that just increases my maximum burn level, increases sustained burn ability, and lowers terrain movement penalty. Yes, please. Okay. Now there's so much to do, so much to see, even just at this point. We start in Corvus. I think the system is always the same, right? I don't think it actually like randomizes or anything. I think it's always the same things in the same places. I believe. I believe that's true. I'm not sure if even the exterior is also laid out the same every time, but I'm pretty sure at least the central core here is the same way. Dyson says I like the mech mods personally. Oh, Alma Artura, I checked that out, yeah. USS says the core worlds are the same, but the exterior is sea dependent. I see. No, okay. We don't need to do that. Fuel range. Sure. Exploration. What do I want here? That only shows us inhabited. That shows us constellations. I think that's fine. I like that. Okay. System-wise, don't have to worry about fuel range here. Okay, you can just leave it like that then. That's fine. There is an intel screen, isn't there? Yeah, that's right. I'm still always going to be stuck in the original version of this game where you had to get jobs. I think... No, you didn't even have to get jobs. I don't think there even was jobs. You just got paid money for killing pirates forever. But I got to remember there's easier ways to do things than go land on stations and get jobs, is what I was about to say. In this case, you go to the intel screen, that's right. Now, I want to set this up in a way that's, like, easy to look at. What does command do? No colonies. No income. Don't have to worry about doctrine or blueprints. So that's for later, I think, when I have a colony, which I don't have. What else? Hey, Gov, how are you? New, okay, what else? Whatever tabs can I go with? Can you ram the fuck out of people? You can ram them. I don't think it's very effective, though. Yeah, this is fairly vanilla, Nyara, that's right. I haven't really got many mods on at all. We don't really care about major events. Colony threats, accepted exploration. Okay, how do I do multiples here? Okay, you hold shift. So we've got bounties on. Yes. What is this? Fleet departure. Shows us... Okay, I'm not really pirating or anything, so I don't care about that. Just shows us, like, when AI fleets are going around. I don't really remember what the deal is with the gates. It's a derelict of a former age, sure. Hostilities, that's fine, I don't really care about that yet. Local just shows us here. Okay, that's good to know. Faction hegemony, that's what I was just talking about. You just get basically a reward for every pirate you kill, right? Or every enemy you kill. Every enemy of the hegemony. All hostile fleets are near the core of a star system. Okay. And then there's missions. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and combine missions and bounties to see what's available. Yeah, I remember that, Lloydie, true. And what does this do? Right, this just shows you based on them. Okay, yeah, I just want it stuck on missions and bounties, I think. Okay, and that's hella far away. So I won't just click on the list, I think. I'll just, like, look at it on the icons. System bounty Galatea. System bounty Corvus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you can see everything there. That works then. Then yeah, for right now, I guess the job is just kill some pirates around here for extra money. If I go to Jangala, can I get more jobs? Take a shuttle, visit the bar. Open the comm directory. I do not want to be commissioned by the hegemony. Any supplies to spare? Nice, I can beg. Okay, none of them are like the people I want to talk to. Talk to the men haranguing about increased pirate raids. Disappointed by the lack of decisive action. Along with a few concerned associates, I put together a fund for a bounty on all pirate fleets that are under the Delta Gaia system. No, thank you. Alright, is that the same base between the station and the world here? Hang on. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like this is shared. Okay. What's there to buy then? Have a look at me refits. ISS. Wolf 1. Okay. Blast doors. Installs additional hermetic and heavily reinforced doors. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever weapons do I have available? Nothing, right? Okay, I have No, I don't have missiles available. I can buy them, though. I currently have swarmers. I can buy... This is from Hegemony Store. I believe this is from Black Market. I love Reapers. And this is just from the open market. Car says, hey Beagle, what's this? No Menace, no Bay, no XCOM. Your brand will never recover. I'm sorry, Car. My brand. These currently take 3 ordnance points. These take 4, so they're more expensive to balance on the loadout. Do I like swarmers or harpoons? I'm trying to remember. Swarmers are anti-craft, which is good. But I'm not really worried about anti-fighter too much right now. I just want more punch against bigger targets. These aren't the salamanders. I like running salamanders, but these aren't those. I like harpoons for taking on big ships. Sabos are cool for getting through these shields. I'm not really about that, though. Reapers are the other thing. Reapers are the thing I like for taking on really big ships early on. And they don't cost any OP, which is really nice. That's 750 damage, and you get 4 of them. So it's almost the damage of a Reaper torpedo, because you only get... How many of these? Only 1. You only get 3 harpoons. Okay, so you do get quite a bit more damage with the Reaper class torpedoes. I wouldn't really trust the AI to use these, though. I think it'd have to be me using them, but that's fine. Like, starting out, I'm probably going to be wanting to solo fly the Wolf anyway. Run any mods? Very few, many. So I just have to pick between harpoons and torpedoes. Harpoons and torpedoes. Torpedoes are quite hard to land until you're fighting bigger ships, so probably stick to the harpoons for now, but it means I have to cut some other stuff down. These PD lasers are hella overkill, I think. But apparently I could only have blue back here? Yeah, it has to be energy, okay. Okay, well, what we can do, I think, is get some harpoons, because I love harpoons. Oh, there's only 1 harpoon. Lame. That's not ideal. 80 ammo, damage 100 times 4, because it fires in 4s. Okay, yeah, still not ideal. I could have sabos, I guess, but I don't really like it. Okay. Surprising lack of shit to equip from here. I guess not surprising. You've made changes, but yeah, I know how to do that. That's fine. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, there's the salamander I was talking about. I love these things. Give me salamander. Here, take all the vents and capacitors off for a start. I love salamander. Salamander, great. I love that it's infinite, too. I love these things. Okay, if I am going to use this thing, and I assumingly I am. What's the range of this? 2,000, okay. So you have the Vulcan cannon for PD. What else could we have? Maybe like a long-range anti-shield thing? What's the range of this? 700. Is that good or bad? Yeah, it's okay. It's normal. You can do this vent cap. No, I know, Joe. I have played the game before. I'm just resetting that right now while I do my loadouts. It's not that I've never played Starsector before, I'm just kind of remembering how to do things. We're all gonna be nice, but I'll need to take some stuff off. But again, like, the game starts you off with like so many caps and vents. So there's Railgun, which is anti-shield, which would be nice as a support unit, I think. Grove says, I assume no to minimal backseat for loadout recommendations. You can do whatever you want. Just don't expect me to listen to you. But you can talk about whatever you want in chat. Maybe you did, Cheese. Light autocannon 700. Oh, the one thing that the guys should let me know though is if my little Viato tuber gets in the way down here at the bottom left of the UI, remind me to move it because I don't look over here at the preview screen enough, and I probably won't notice. So once we get into a battle, or once we get back into the main screen, I gotta check if I'm in the right spot. That's funny, Joe Bob. Yeah, I think the best looking thing here is like a railgun. Have a little railgun. You actually have 2 railguns, but then you wouldn't have PD. I think it's good to have some PD at all times. Okay. So what else have we got going on here? We've got reinforced bulkheads, increase the ship's hull integrity. If disabled, the ship will not break apart and is almost always recoverable after the battle. Well, that's pretty good. That is pretty good, especially for something that we can't really rely on to live. Camelot says the drone's default PD on the Shepherd. Oh, there you go as well. Well, I guess the drones could just be PD and we could have 2 railguns to punch 2 shields. It's not going to be very effective against the hounds that don't have shields, I guess, but whatever. Yeah, only 25% against shields and armor. Woofy, woofy. But okay, let's try 2 of those. How much flux are we eating with that? Range 700, 150 flux per second. So can we just like vent more? No, we can't vent much. Is there anything else I'd really want? Military subsystems. Removes the penalties from a civilian grade hull and increases maximum burn level by 1. Civ grade hull is increases sensor profile by 100%, reduce sensor strength by 50%. Okay. There's a flux per second count in your UI. Lowest number in the upper right group says Goph. Hold on. Lowest number in the upper right group. Here, weapon flux per second. Yeah, okay. Max crew capacity. Armored weapon mounts, that's for like EMP, and I think I remember. Fuel tanks, thrusters, blast doors, increases hull integrity, and ship takes less casualties. Expanded cargo holds for more cargo. Flux distributor, flux conjunct. These are like if you really want more vents and capacitors, but you're already maxed out, I think. Hardened subsystems. Less CR problems, combat readiness problems. Ah, and good old unstable injector. I remember this one. Increases the ship's top speed by 25, interferes with weapons, targeting, and other vulnerable systems. Reduce non-missile range by 50% and increasing the fighter replacement time by 25%. It doesn't fuck with your combat readiness anymore, though. That's fun. Love unstable injector, honestly. Safety overrides. Increases top speed by 50%. Sorry, by 50. Flux dis rate increased by a factor of 2. Reduces peak performance. This is what I'm thinking of. It's not unstable, it's safety overrides. This is the one that fucks with your combat readiness. Reduces peak performance time by a factor of 3. Prevents the use of active venting. Drastically reduces weapon ranges past 450 units. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Don't need that on you, but I feel like this is fine. Weapon groups. Just auto fire on both of those. And then, let's just see if you're against, like, a lasher. If you can kind of, like, hold your own against it. Little dronies come out. You can go in, buddy. So this is where I get to use that new shit. In you go. The drones are there being annoying to the shield. We can just tell the drone tender to go in with our little moddy we've got. And actually shows us where the drone tender is going to go to in order to engage from, I think. Okay, we're getting in range. Hey, Doob, how are you? Those railguns are nice for bumping that shield up. Though the flux goes up quite a bit for the Shepherd too. Those sabos fucked it up. Were those sabos? Or just harpoons? Also, I wonder if what happened there is because I gave it a direct order. If it went hard, it was just harpoons. Let's go for ya. Let's get you in the range first, like go for it. Alright. I think because it's got railguns too. The Lasher is just like going to be a better combat fucker too. You can see by having the double railgun and no PD, it's all well and good. I forget who said it, but someone said the drones default to PD. But you can see, like, they also don't. So, it doesn't make me so hot on this setup. I think I'd prefer to have the actual PD. I don't think it needs to be a Vulcan. I think it can just be like an LMG. Damage per second, damage per second. This is way better. Go with the extra OP, I guess. And now you can have more vents. Now you can run the sim again. Andrew says, oh, it's like gratuitous space battles, but interesting. Oh, you've never seen Starsector, Banzer? Interesting. Alright guys, he says, hard for something like this to beat a Lasher. Lasher to decent. Well, I don't want it to beat the Lasher, I just want it to, like, exist next to the Lasher. Which it can't do either. I don't know if there's anything easier to try it on that also has a shield in this menu anyway. Show advanced options. Default. If I go to Pirate, I have more choices, I see. Here we go. And none of these should have shields. Mud Skipper. Why don't you fight this easy little kite? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to build it for, Dead End. I'm not trying to get it to win, I'm just trying to see what its loadout acts like. I think that's fine. I think it's just this or the double railgun, and I think this is fine. This is a fine amount of support. Andrew says, the reason it has that salamander is so it stays back at a weapons range. That makes sense. So that's fine. And then if we go to my little Wolfie... Weapon groups. The classic pulse laser start. Always want to fire everything because I don't want to fly it myself. Oh, it's got a little ion cannon to start with too. I also forgot that. I guess I am going to fly it myself. I forgot at the start. PD down the bottom. Harpoons and salamanders here. Okay. Now with you, what is this? Flux distributor. My goodness. Blast doors. Cut those. Safety overrides and unstable injector, my beloveds. Alright. How do I have to get off this, this group, I just realized. I do not want my harpoons on auto fire ever, I just realized too. Weaponry doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't really suit the safety overrides and shit. Wait, is it not auto-firing? Oh, I thought I put the pulse laser on auto fire. Apparently I didn't. Apparently nothing is on auto fire. Okay, there we go. Weird. Yeah, I don't really want to be in your range while you're doing your... Flame out. Oh, I gotta fucking get used to getting how the flying works when I switch directions like that. Oh, harpoon. I don't like PD lasers for PD. I do not respect them. Ooh, that's not how you want to phase shift, by the way. This is absolutely not how you want to phase shift, unfortunately. Everything's very floaty as you may expect from space, indeed. It's just like when the orientation changes off the phase shift, it's like being in the right direction with the AD can get confusing. Like there, like I'm going the wrong way there. Because you have to orient based off... You have to orient based off the direction the ship is facing, so it's like it inverts your controls, basically. Whoa. Anyway. I don't think safety overrides is going to be the thing with weaponry like this. I think unstable injector might be okay, but I don't think safety overrides is it. Don't think there's anything else I really want. So probably just the capacitors and vents, yeah. One ordnance point left. Well, if I could have more harpoons, I'd probably take those. Now, what happens if I just tell you to fight it too? Well, let me do it first. Let me do it myself first again, actually. But I kind of want to see how the wolf goes if I'm not flying it too. Okay, so now we can actively vent again. Inertia! This is one of those games like Battle Brothers where the AI is actually quite good, which is always nice. Now, if I actively vent, they'll actively vent, which we don't really want here. Go away, Harpoon. Right, now I'm not vent. I put down my shield right when I didn't want to there. It would be costly if this weren't a simulation. Yeah, like that's fine. So what happens if I let the AI do that? Can the AI be trusted? Building up a lot of shit, you're gonna back off. Command you vent. Oh, that's way too close. Problem is, with ordering the AI directly, is it doesn't really understand how to like deal with the active system. And yeah, if you vent too close like that, it'll pop the missiles on you. There we go. I can give them micro if I want. So push it in. The dangerous thing though is that given an order like that, it is gonna like just go in. Well, this is not a person that AI's use of phase jumps. Well, the thing is I'm using a mod here. Like if I give the like a legitimate kill order, and by legitimate I mean using the game's built-ins, I think it'll balance its aggression a bit better. You gotta remember that when I'm doing this, I'm using a mod. This is an RTS mod that I'm trying out today. And the big thing about that is that it will... when I give it a direct RTS mod order, it's just doing that thing without using its own brain that much, so it'll just go in till it dies. Whereas if I give it like a traditional order, it's gonna balance keeping itself alive with being aggressive. Still though, yeah, I don't think like the AI really knows how to wolf very well. Against the Lashers specifically, because it doesn't really understand how to get around the... how to bait out like the Lashers increased fire rate mode. So it's always gonna lose because of that. So I think we see the results of all this is do not let the AI fly the wolf. Simple. And then try to get better weapons. Okay. Because there isn't anything else better here, is there? No. There's heavy machinery, that's right, because you have that in case you want to, like, do salvaging. Heavy armor. Increase the ship's armor. Meh. Pylons. Oh, my beloved. How much money do I have? A little bit. I don't know how often this stuff, like, replenishes, like how often it goes away. Like, I don't know if I need to, like, slurp it up while it's here before it goes. Or if it'll just be here forever. Yeah, no, I know, Sammy. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this is all, like, medium stuff. Okay. I wonder if I should go for the Reapers when I'm doing personal flying. Because the harpoons get PD'd so easy too. And I feel like the salamanders, I do like the salamanders, but I don't feel like, I feel like I could do better. Oh, I know what I do with the Reapers, that's right. I do the missile racks. Is that still a thing? No, I don't have the missile racks to get extra torpedoes out of them either. Thanks, Chevin. Marcus Fritch every 7 days, Cisco. That's what I was looking for, thank you. No, I don't have the additional missile racks mod that I remember. It's gotta be a mod I find. Integrated point defense AI. Gives all point defense weapons the ability to identify and ignore decoy flares. Best possible target leading, regardless of common effectiveness. All damage to missiles is increased by 50%. S-mod bonuses. All small non-missile non-strike weapons are classified as point defense, automatically target missiles and are affected by point defense stat modifiers. Oh, that's really nice. Very cool. Okay. Well, I think I'm like just generally done with that though. I'm gonna go try to fight some little pirates. domain error probe. Is it close? How do I get intel? I have to hit E. It's not close. What's this? That is a little fishy. Come here, little fishy. Oh, what? Wait, that hegemony fleet is in range? That's crazy. I mean, I guess I'll help. But goddamn. Wait, are the hegemony not here? Oh, they're in reserve. Okay, I do have to fight this on my own. It's quite a bit of stuff to fight on my own, actually. There's an enemy wolf there. There's 2 wolves. This is pretty dangerous. I probably shouldn't have brought in the drone tender. Isn't there routing? Yeah, I think they can turn on me, though. You can just do whatever. And so can I. Okay. Okay, there's the hegemony. No, they're here. It's not gonna be a problem. Let's just grab whatever we can grab. Sacrificial wolf going for the nav buoy to try and make them go faster. Yeah, I forgot that dead end. Thanks. Come here. Luckily the AI didn't forget they can deploy on the flank, so they're trying to cut them off. What is that? Buoy? Sensor jam or whatever. We had a little flame out. Alright, that's dead. It's all well and good flying around with shields now, but we do have to watch out that we don't, like, accidentally get hit by, like, a stray harpoon or something. Never good. You. Speaking of harpoons. And that's that. Wait, there's one more of them. Where is this last one? Over here. Okay. Incredus says the damage types are pretty well color-coded. Yeah, this game is very well made, by the way. It's very well made indeed. Mongo! That should be all of them. Ghost says, wait, this RTS mod is sick, I need this. So actually it's a combination of mods. The RTS mod is the control I was doing, but if you're talking about the UI on left and right sides that shows all of my ships and all of the enemy ships as a list, that's Yuki's tactical display, I think it's called. Let me double check. That one's really cool, I like that one a lot. As kind of shown there. Yeah, Yuki's tactical display. I like being able to just be like, oh, that's how many enemies are left. I've also got settings for the RTS mod to let me zoom out way more, which I also like there. Consider ship recovery. Would I want to? I can consider it. I don't want kites. No thanks. Relationship with pirates reduced. Oh no. Your fleet can participate in salvage operations due to its contributions throughout the encounter. You get 400 bucks. And I get like a little bit of supply. And I get stuff too. Hammer torpedo. It's not a Reaper. Why bother? Another salamander. Okay. Warning, you've taken more salvage than you feel capacity. Oh, because I didn't get rid of the fucking heavy machinery. I gotta drop that stuff back off. Back at home. Take that back home. I think it's this crap is like the least useful shit. Just leave that there. Oh, I left fuel on the ground. Why would I do this? We go back to Jungala. I forgot. I don't want to hang on to that shit. Please no. I know why they start with all the heavy machinery so I can do stuff with it, but it just takes up so much fucking space for loot. So if we can just get some storage here. Yeah. Just leave that there, please. And then if I run into something that I need heavy machinery for and I can't do it, I'll come back and take however much I needed. Also, I don't think we need too many supplies of just 2 ships, right? So we can drop that. Fuel is a different thing, that's fine. Crew is fine. Okay. You can just dump all this shit back here. And figure it out later. Yes! Now we have room for loot. Do you have a super boost for double speed? There's emergency burn. Sustained burn. So it's just the transferable ships into the fleet to a mode suited for long distance travel. The fleet has to stop briefly to make the switch over. Yeah, it's this one. Maximum burn by 100%. Expensive low acceleration. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but it's this one, yeah.
Everything back.
Ow. Where are the pirates? Don't I have sensor burst somewhere? Sensor burst, sensor burst. Turn off engines, reduce interference and link all sensors, increases the range at which the fleet can be detected by 5,000. Yeah, but that makes a big thing come at me. I can't fight all that shit. Ooh, sustained burn might not have been the move there. Woo! It'll be okay. Oh, no, it's not gonna be okay. Are they emergency burning me, or is that just their travel drive? Emergency, I think. We're gonna look for little fish. We don't want to fight the big fish. Those fish are too big. So let's not do the active pulse. I want to, like, find little fishies. I should probably stay in sustained burn, otherwise emergency burn will fuck me up. Because they almost caught me there. Oh, I'm gonna die. That's why I don't want to be in that mode, though, yeah. Pirate smuggler. Could also stealth ring belt. Yeah, I might want to do stealth. Open a comm link. Okay. Attempt to disengage. Pursue and force of battle may let you go. Could I actually fight this? It's Pylum fuckers. Not really scared of the drone tender. Don't think I should really be scared of this. What does it have? Yeah, usual kind of shit. Not really scared of the piranhas. I don't think there's anything here I'm actually scared of. It's just getting mobbed by them. Take that off fortifier. I'm not good enough though to remember like which one I go for first here. Where's my combat readiness? On the left, okay. Don't know if I'm gonna just wipe out here. That's a lot of that shit. Ugh, I'm really lucky that didn't hit me. Okay, so I can't really deal with all the fucking salamanders, I think. I think those are salamanders. I hate laser PD. It just does fucking nothing. I hate it so much. Were those salamanders? What's firing the salamanders at me? Yeah! Okay, those things are really hard for me to deal with then. I'm not really sure if I can take them with those things existing unless I can, like, wipe them out. And I don't really have, like, the... If I had the Reaper torpedoes, maybe it's different, but I don't really have, like, the fast-firing burst here, I think, to deal with them. So I'm probably not going to be able to do this with those things existing. They're going to kind of, like, ward me off, I think. Oh, sorry, so he's going to be out of missiles now, as soon at least. Isn't the Salamander infinite? I think the Salamander creates its own ammo again. I think that's like one of the best parts of the Salamander. I'm running out of peak performance time, unfortunately. Don't think I'll be able to get enough time on target on the Condor to kill it. But I can certainly try. What are those? Are they gonna accelerate at me, or are they just slow? Oh, the salamander tried it again. I just wish I had, like, real PD. Wait, what the fuck is going on in my directions? Yeah, this isn't gonna work out for me. I just don't really think I can deal with the salamander spam. Ow! Also, I just ate that in the face. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna, like, proper die. Ugh. No. I don't see it. Ugh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die to harpoons too. Rip. Well, I mean, that's really that run. Do I want to start a new one? I guess. Where small? That's what I wanted. Skip. Doing Iron Man. We're doing manual Iron Man, yeah. Okay. I don't really care to refit this thing too much, I think. I'll probably just leave the salamander on, honestly. How's Starsector these days? Haven't played it in years. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I'm just trying to get back into it again today. I'm hoping it'll, like, grab me again today. But I've never been able to get back into it before. Storage from the start this time. Is there anything different in here? I'm gonna dry field. Efficiency overhaul. Hey Blade, how are you? Reduce the supply used for maintenance, fuel use, and crew required by 20%. Increases combat readiness, recovery, and repair rates by 50%. Does it show you how many supply points this or ordnance points this costs here? I don't think it does. Also, I gotta go to the bathroom. One sec, sorry, be right back. Depends on the hull. Ah, that's why it doesn't tell you then, yeah. Return me to refit. Some more rockets available this time. I don't know what you're talking about, Panzer. If it ain't a Reaper, don't even tell me about it when it comes to torpedoes. Don't even tell me about it. Double Harpoon MRM. Double Harpoon MRM. Small missile. Wait, what? Right, there just isn't a triple harpoon this time. $200 by 5. Use to strip away enemy armor once shields are down. Yeah, okay. Not really feeling any of these things, to be honest. I guess I could use the Sabos, because I don't really want to use the Swarmers. Do not auto-fire the Sabos. Do auto-fire the Iron Cannon and the Pulse Laser though. And we'll manual fire the Sabos. I think these aren't guided, right? I think they're manual fired. No mods. Very limited mods. Ooh, nice. That's a long overload, holy shit. What the fuck? Are they ever gonna stop being overloaded?
Alert.
Apparently not.
New 2.00 donation from famed space guy Glunks Pleasem. Hello, yes, I'd like to buy a drone.
Thank you very much, space guy Glonks Pleasem. We haven't got Starsector Kitchen on, but I appreciate your interest. Thank you. No, don't do that, bro. Give him the drone, put those tools to the donkey fun. Well, let's go to the donkey fun. I don't make the rules. No, wait, why am I saying that? You don't get everything in the donkey fun. Don't get cute with me, harpoon missile fucker. Yeah, it's gonna vent you though. Spawn donkey. There wouldn't be a donkey fun if you were just spawn donkey. I can't see the sabers. Oh, they are guided. Oh, they're guided. Oh, and it double fired them too. I see. We hit all the armor there. But yeah, the sabers are pretty effective at getting through them. Yeah, the sabers link beagle, I just realized that. Yeah, I need to put them on alternating. Here. Okay. Okay. Let me go try again with this then. That's fine. Wait, do I need all this shit? No. No, give me other things. Give me... Unstably? Unstably injecty. And probably just more capacitors. Back to the pirates. Parabex says they're weakly guided right after launch, then due to shock if they get close enough, yeah. Oh, I should have done my travel drive here, I just forgot. Okay.
Alert.
They're chasing me, but that's fine.
New
They're tiny.
2.00
I wanna
donation
fight
from
them.
Baikal Burn Hybersol to the grounded Dowd.
They're in as well.
Whiter, 26 onslaughts please.
Thanks so much. It's probably going to cost a little more than $2 for that, but thanks so much for your donation. I appreciate $2 so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. This looks very fightable. Rotten Bilger. That's what they call me. Mud Skipper, Cerberus, Wolf, Mud Skipper. What does this thing have? That's the Mark autocannon. What does this thing have? Sorry. Heavy autocannon, light mortar, machine. Okay, yeah. Well, this is fine. 24 onslaughts. Well, fair enough. Should I deploy the drone tender too? Probably. Should be fine. Yeah, it is. Sammy, it is, yeah. I want to get rid of this thing first, because it's the most mobile thing. As long as none of them have missiles like that salamander shit should be okay. Okay, now they're going to come in on me. Go away. Well, it ain't shielding, so that's fine. Start chewing through it. Gonna watch my Fluxy. I'm gonna save my Shepherd here. Oh no, we can just get on this again. Die, you fuck. Good. It's mobile, it's getting away with that. Oh, goodness. Oh my god. Die, very good. The drone tender's been doing a lot. Those drones have been doing tons. It's a Mark IX. Yeah! Yeah, that's how it rolls, Sammy. It's a new ship since we played a lot, I think. New pirate thing. But you're a wolf, you just phase this. Well, you didn't, so go to hell. Oh, is it Semi? I feel like they always have it for me. Alright. Goodbye. My Shepherd on the side took a bit of armor damage, I think. Poor thing. Poor baby. Consider ship recovery. Different recovery curves requires story points. Recovering this would be 20 to crew recovered ships. 7 to repair recovered ships. And I could sell it, I guess. You can sell it for, like, an amount of money, right? Like, is it worth recovering this just to sell? You'd think so. If it's only going to cost 7 supplies, well... It says no, it's not worth. And then we won't bother then. Ships that don't get recovered get shredded for parts. Oh, that's why it doesn't work. How you doing, Caspian Cos? Gravel that. Warning. Okay, yeah, you don't want more fuel. Whatever. Ow. Caspian Sky suffers damage from asteroid impact. Fuck you! Alright, we would rather not fight immediately. Back to back, because combat readiness and shit, but I do want to take that fight. just a bunch of hounds, isn't it? Yeah. Just gotta watch out by getting flanked by them, I think. How do I... Alright, you fuck off, please. Okay, we're already getting flanked. We're through on armor on this thing, so that's good. Perish. Not playing Broken Eel anymore? Not at the moment. Poor thing is just flaming out all the time. Alright, it's back, it's back. Yeah, her poor hound's just getting, like, eaten by the drones. Nasties littles. Eat. I've been given 5,000 credits. Hello. What are you? Little babies. Phil says, is this just base Starsector or is there a gimmick involved? It's basically base Starsector. I have an RTS mod on, but at this point, I have no real need to use it too much. Because I don't have a fleet. Goodbye. What does the RTS mod do over the base RTS features? Actual RTS, like you can go like... It's I wouldn't call the base game's features RTS features. This like actually makes it into a real RTS, as you can see. It's very different. Goodbye. That's RTS with pause, but you can just not pause that. No, it doesn't, Harryback. So it says, you got an officer promotion candidate. Don't know if you've seen that before, Beagle, but unless you grab an officer from your own fleet without having to pay, you can do it from the intel screen, I think. How did you see that? Did I have that? I missed that. Must be from this screen. Command. So before this fight, but went on the way to type it. Oh, okay, thank you. But I don't see where to do it. Oh, I think it's intel? Okay. Oh, right. That's cool that they just let you promote from the fleet. A junior officer, Charm Spencer. He's distinguished himself recently as worthy of consideration for the command of a ship. Skill, ordnance expertise, personality, aggressive. Yeah, why not? In combat, prefer to engage at a range that allows the use of all their ship's weapons. Well, that's why not. But I could still have you. I generally don't really like aggressive officers, though, is the thing. That's like a story point. Ah, okay. Yes, hello, fight, fight. Just gotta make sure. My CR is getting a bit low. I gotta leave after this one. That's okay. Oh, I forgot I'm in the RTS mode. Whoa! I was too confident. It's okay, they can't shoot. That's okay. Oh golly. Drone tender, you're in danger. Get rid of that shit. Alright. Yes, let's go back and trade off our shit. Dax looks like they bought this game along with Scrolls and Cobalt. Back in 2015. Scrolls and Cobalt, what is that? I don't think I've ever heard of that. But it sounds vaguely familiar for some reason. Tickle my... Oh, that's the wrong way. Right, deposit. Deposit the fuel too, so then we can... Yeah. Immortal. What's the range on this? 700. Okay, whatever. Scrolls was Mojang's card game where you put units on the field. I don't remember that at all. But no, wait, I do remember because they were gonna get sued by Bethesda. That's right, yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it the most then, Haraback, I think. Buy ships. We want more wolves. Wolf H, there you go, there's one. We want more wolves, but we won't have weapons for them. But we can work on that, I guess. What was the game where you were a robot that did flips and bullets did slow down? That sounds like Ultra Kill. Wolf P. Is P worse? Yeah, poorly maintained by its pirate crew. P are not ideal, but D is fine. Congratulations, you got a new ship. Thanks, buddy. New ship with no front gun, because I have to go haunt around Tritachyon places more to get them, typically. Ken said, what the fuck? Why are you saying what the fuck? What was that sound? That was me yawning. That was me like sighing and yawning. I don't think I can ever get back into this game again, honestly. I don't think I can. It just doesn't pull me anymore. Sorry to Starsector bait you. I just don't think I can ever get back into this game. there's just something about it that isn't something about it anymore. I don't know. I think... I just don't think it pulls me enough anymore. I just don't think it's the game for me. I don't know. I once loved Starsector so much, but every time I try to get back into it, I can barely last like an hour. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it just feels like more work than it is fun. Even at its simplest. I don't know, like... I think it's as best as I can describe it. It just... Force has been there, done that kind of thing. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I don't know, like... It just feels like more of a chore than it is interesting anymore to me, I guess. And I don't think any number of mods can really change that. I think the game just is that to me now. It's a shame. Just... The gameplay is super interesting in the way it's built around, like... In the way it's built, but it just isn't... It doesn't really, like, drive my personal skill part of my brain, and then the command part doesn't really drive my strategy part of my brain. Like, I think that's really what it comes down to, is that the skill it takes to be good at piloting a ship in Starsector doesn't really excite me, or feel like something that I feel like I'm excited to, like, try and get better at beyond what I already am. And then the command part feels so nebulous and vague that, like, it doesn't really scratch that itch in my brain either. And I can't even feel like getting to the point where I want to use that RTS mod, I think. It's a shame. I think it's just not a game that I really can get into anymore. It's a real shame, because I used to love Starsector so much, but I can only keep trying to get back into it every couple of years so many times. Well, actually, that's not true. That saying is not true at all. I can do it again in 2 years from now, but I'll probably have the same experience. I just don't know. It just doesn't scratch my itches anymore. It just doesn't give me an itch to scratch. Well, I have to find something else to do now. So let's see. Harback says Cassera, Sarah, preference to change over time. I think there's definitely an element of, like, been there, done that as well with me. Like, I think I've played so much of it in the past that, like right there when I shut it, it's like I already can see the path laid ahead of me. I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my wolf pack, and I'm going to slowly build up my fleet. And it's like, yeah, but I just don't want to. But I also don't want to start with more ships. And I also don't want to do different ships. I don't want to do, like, any of the things that any, you know, helpful person would suggest to be like, this is how you could enjoy the game, Beagle. It's just, I wouldn't. It's just not for me anymore, I think. Unfortunate. So I'm going to look at my games and decide what I want to do now. Let me have a look at my list. It'll be one of my staples. I haven't played Menace for almost a month now, but I think I've, like, taken my hand off of the Menace pot for the moment, and I'm, like, intentionally keeping my hand off it till we get closer to early access again or something. I think I want to, like, forget Menace and make it fresh for me again when it comes out in early access again. Not because I couldn't play more of it now, I think after 120 hours of the demo, I don't feel an urge to play the demo more, and I think that's actually a good thing. I'm not going to force myself to. Dong says, if we played Beyond All Reason again, I would pog so hard. It is so funny you have all people saying that. Philip says, go to avoid developing a menace tolerance, yeah. That's right. Go says, I'd borrow again, but I'm actually good now, so I'd be banned. Well, I'm glad you got into it after last time we played it. How was Void War? I never played it. I could try it. Corden says, your Starsector problem sounds like you've solved it and just aren't interested enough to see if there's a different solution. Pretty much, yeah. Like, I guess. It's also like, I'm just not someone who ever cares to do things different for the sake of doing things different. And I know this because every time I ever have a game that I once enjoyed and say I feel bored with now and don't want to play anymore, you know, 15 different people will say, Beagle, here's a different way you could play it to make it fresh. And I just never have any interest in it. It's not something that interests me. I'm just not that kind of person. Plain game? Plain game. War Thunder, Philip says. It could excite me. Nothing else excites me right now, so maybe. It's been so long since War Thunder, but I'm also intimidated to play War Thunder again because it's been so long since War Thunder. I don't know. Oh, this is, oh, come on. New F-15C. Yeah, but it sucks. I went and flew the new F-15C, and it's like, it goes like fucking, it struggles to get to Mach 1.5, and it's like, why would I fly that instead of a Strike Eagle? Or a Hornet, or a Viper? Why would I fly the brick, but the brick is slow? Like, the whole point of flying the brick is it goes fast. If the brick is slow, it's just a shitty jet. Because it's funny. It's not funny to me. It might be funny to, like, if I was killing people in it. What do I have that isn't on Steam? Starsector, that was it. I don't know, really. Yeah, this was flying the 30.7 Eagle earlier and got nothing but 12.7 premiums to feast on. That's mean. Don't want to do anything. Gotta do something. Dark Tide. Callus says the BA win rate gap has narrowed to 7% for the second time since the patch. BA is the thing that like sparks the most neurons in my head when I think about it, but I also don't want to play it because it's BA, but also it's the only thing I can think of that I want to play right now, so maybe I'll just load that. But I'm gonna have to play exclusively Armsoft. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do some of that. Otherwise, I would probably just end the stream. Sorry, I feel not very inspired.